Good morning, everybody. Just want to let you guys know I totally recorded this intro without hitting, record. Anyways, it's not super early, but I did get up real early today, try and figure out what was gonna go down for the video today. If you guys are new here, obviously, if you enjoy these videos, please hit that subscribe button. It'll help us out a lot. I think we're almost at 3,000 right now. I'm looking to hit 10K for this year. I have a huge giveaway I want to do at the for winter for ice fishing. I have like a full gear giveaway basically for a new kid to get out on the ice. So if you're younger and you enjoy these videos, hit subscribe, get us to 10K, and yeah, I'm gonna set somebody up with like an entire setup. Something I want to do. But obviously, if you're seeing this, we got on some fish. All right, so I made it to where I was going. I'm gonna leave this one a mystery because I still don't know how good today is gonna go. As I said in the intro, obviously, if you see this, I'm usually on some kind of fish, even if it's just one. I'm gonna try and get out and do some exploring today. I want to try something new. I've never done this before. 2, if you're seeing it, I want to be giddy if I do get some fish because it's not too far from my home. I mean, it's a distance away, but it'll be really cool, and I think you guys will enjoy it, so stay tuned. Okay, so I got here. I don't know if anybody's gonna even know where here is. It's pretty much like a desolate wasteland out here, but it's beautiful because it's not a wasteland. It's a preserve. One cool thing here, and I didn't want to mention it at the beginning of the video. Really, I don't know if they're actually here. They're supposed to be here. This is all on survey stuff, but there are supposed to be trout in that stream. And I haven't gone trout fishing at all this year. I got a trout license, everything that I need, but it was one of those things like just never got around to it, and I'm not an avid trout guy. I do like catching them. I have gone trout fishing. I'm just not a genius or really, come natural type thing. So join me on this learning curve, and hopefully there's a bunch of good fish in here. I didn't actually check to see which trout were in here, so if I don't know what I'm looking at, please comment below and let me know what I've caught. I have an idea when they're bigger because I've fished Lake Michigan and stuff like that, but it's really hard for me to tell, like for brook trout, like brown brooks, cutthroats, what do you got, rainbows. I don't think there's steelies or anything like that in here. So yeah, if you guys see me catch a trout, or anything for that matter, if you know what it is, help me out, comment below. Okay, one thing I do know about trout is they're very skittish. And this is some crystal clear water up here. I don't actually know if there's anything in it, but I'm not trying to rush it. Looks like there's weeds to the surface over here. It looks like there might be a little hole on the other end of this. Yeah, if there's any fish in here, there's only going to be on that end. But I'm going to try my JB Lures tab pole spin, because this seems to work really good when you need something to be slow moving and right in front of their face for a minute. So let's give this a try, and hopefully we catch some fish. think I see a medium or small bass. I almost got him to bite. I'm thinking this might be even a little bit too fast for some of these guys. It was really cold last night, so they are following it, but they're just not committing. So I'm going to put something that stops in front of their face. So these are those, I've talked about these before. They're these little Matsu minnows. Normally you would tie to them because they're so light. And I'm going to run this clip on here, so it might actually make it worse. And then I have an inline swivel so I don't get a knot out here, but the thing is when you run all this together, it makes us sink. This is supposed to be like a neutral buoyancy bait. So I might have to reel it in faster than I'm thinking, but I mean, looks like a little trout, so maybe they'll be cannibalistic in here. Yep, looks like this is going to be the bait. Just got to get them to bite the hooks. Yeah, it's something. Bluegill? Seeing them swimming around in here, I just didn't know they would bite this. But, I mean, something. So this crappie scrub works for a lot of different purposes. And one of my favorite reasons for using it is really when you put it on a small jig head, like this is like a 1/32 ounce, with those little twin kicker tails, it falls really slow, and 9 times out of 10 that's how you get them to bite, is that extremely slow fall rate. And obviously the fact that the tails kick like crazy when it's falling, you know, it's a lot of motion without a lot of speed, so it works out for the better when you're looking for a fish that might be a little deeper. So I'm not fishing that stream yet, but when I do, I think I might switch back to that jerkbait or my spinner, just because the stream is really shallow. But this will work really good for, this looks like it goes straight down 10 feet, so it's not very wide, but it's like a valley, so hopefully I can get down to them and get something to come up here. Well, so I have a bunch of these little swim baits around. No, I'm not using that same Kalen's thing again right now because, one, it's not sinking fast enough. Two, I don't think it's got the right action for these fish, because I had a couple follow and they just would not get close to it. I don't know if that's because like scent or moving it wrong, whatever, but I'm gonna switch to this because I know a good percentage of the time, if they're not biting something like that, they'll still hit these little swim baits. Kind of hard to beat a little paddle tail. Okay, change things up a little bit. I had that little paddle tail thing on there. They ripped it off like first big fish I got on there, so and I didn't land them, so I just switched it out to this little hard bait. It's a sinker. Now if it's deep enough, I can get this guy down there. Oh, got a fish? First cast. Little bigger bluegill. Not gigantic by any means, and kind of slimy feeling, but it's a fish. Some micro cranks and bluegill action here. Anybody who says bluegill don't hit cranks, there you go. What is that? I think that's either a greenie. Yeah, that's a greenie. If you look real close, you see the highlighted fins and the bars. They look like bluegills, but they got bigger mouths. And greenie or sunfish are usually like a takeover species, so like they grow big and eat everything because of their mouth. These are usually not a good thing to have in a body of water. I know some people like them to have them in their ponds and stuff like that, but that's the problem, is you put them in your pond and birds take them to a different body of water, and now you have green sunfish. I mean, they look really cool. They're like, it's almost a tropical fish with the colors like that, and they can get big. I mean, you can get a 2-pound green sunfish pretty easy because of that mouth. But I'll let this guy go today. Oh, there's a big bass over there. Pretty decent looking snake. Where's the head of you? Alright, so I was walking along and getting a little careless and almost stepped on this guy. I don't know what he is, so I'm not going to get too close to him. I don't think there's any small venomous snakes in Wisconsin, so I don't know if you guys can see him. I'm going to try and, well, not going to try and make him too mad. There he is. There's his head right at the tip of my rod. It's right there. I don't know if you can see him though. He's definitely facing my way. He's watching me. So he is right there. He's got a little tiny head. Is right next to my rod tip. It's tasting my rod tip right now. Trying to figure out what it is. Oh, there's 2 of them. They're mating. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave these guys alone. My bad, dude. Yeah, so that's just a pointer. I was kind of keeping an eye out as I was walking along here on these trails and stuff, because it is still sunny out, and I thought they made it earlier in the season, but you still got to watch out for them when they're sunning themselves, because it was cold last night, and snakes are cold-blooded, so they need to sit in the sun to warm up, and a nice packed down walking path is nice and warm, so that's where they'll be. And I mean, it was right next to the water too, so I mean, I was just being dumb. I almost stepped on them though, so hopefully you guys were able to see that. They looked like 3 to 4 footers. I don't know what kind they were. If you guys happen to know, leave it in the comments below. I think they're garter snakes or whatever, or maybe rat snakes. I'm not positive. Their skin, one of the skins looked like he was molting right now, so it's really hard to tell what color he was. But that's pretty cool. It's nice to be out in nature and see some stuff like that. You just got to get out there once in a while and experience life, I guess you would say. But I'm going to try to get back on some fish. If I don't get any on right around here soon, what I'm going to do is actually probably start walking down that creek and hopefully pick up some trout. think I landed on a bass. Well, there's a bass, a green sunfish, and a bluegill today. Little RG. I got a fish on the drop. Don't know what it is. This guy smacked it as it was falling. That's kind of cool. That's cold water. That one fish probably cleared out all of the other ones. There's about a 20-inch northern pike in here. Alright guys, so we are going to probably call it right there. I walked down this creek, which is actually crystal clear, ice cold. I think it's spring fed. It seems like it should have trout in it, but apparently the only fish I seen the whole way, which I walked like 2 miles through the wetlands here, maybe even 3 miles through the wetlands, was about a 22, 23-inch northern pike. I didn't catch him because I kept spooking him, but yeah, he probably ate any trout that were in there. He was kind of fat, so they do that. Northern pike and trout don't get along. If you put northern pike in water where there's trout, they will eat all of the trout. So it's just one of those things that just don't mix real well. But sadly, I didn't get any trout today. I'm looking to try and find some more trout waters before it gets cold this fall. I might even fish into the fall for them because there's always the fall run and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Didn't get too hot out today. It was like 78, bearable for me. I was still covered up all day, as you guys could see. Oh, and I almost stepped on a snake. I forgot about that. Anyways, that was an interesting experience. Hopefully I don't do anything stupid like that again, especially if it's like a bad snake to step on. Always keep your eyes on the trail or wherever you're walking, and then keep your ears open too. But as I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing next here. I have a few plans and ideas, so we'll see if they come together. But obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, please just remember to